What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to continue through our journey through Over the Hedge. In the last episode, we escaped with some food. We didn't get halfway, but we escaped with some food, and we also went onto the train. But this episode, as usual, gotta change our characters, so roll the dice. Why is Vern? No, I'm rolling the dice again. I'm not having Vern again. Okay, a 6 and a 4. That's at least something. So we're changing RJ out for Stella. And I'm gonna roll the dice again. I don't want Vern anymore. And Hammy. Okay, well, that's at least somewhat unique. I'm tired of seeing him burn in every single episode. If he gets a spot later on, then fine, whatever. But right now, I just want Vern to sit down. He's been in every single episode. I don't know why. But on my phone, it just gets 2 most of the time. It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Let's just head over to the shooting gallery where we left off. And we saw this already.
Jeepers, you have to get up those platforms there. There's nowhere to go but up, yeah?
Really? Sideways has been working out for me for a while now.
That is fair.
Real clear shot then, all the way to the end. Just watch out for the targets and it'll be smooth sailing.
Yay, targets!
No, don't hit the targets, Hammy. We're supposed to avoid them, especially since that's one of our secondary goals. But anyways, let me tell you guys a little bit of a story. Okay, can I not get stunlocked to death? That would be nice. But let me tell you guys a little bit of a story while I'm getting stunlocked to death. Oh my goodness, Hammy's already almost dead. What on earth? But I'm going to tell you... I'm just going to stop telling stories now. Oh, it's because these stupid bees that are hitting me at the same time. They only go out whenever I'm near here, though, which is dumb. I need to get rid of this now. That's annoying. But anyways, let me tell you guys a little bit of a story about me trying to record this game. So, sorry for how long it's been since the last episode. It's been like more than a week, which is really bad. But I've had to focus on school and junk. And that's not even too much of the reason. A little bit is just because I didn't feel like recording for a little bit. But at the same time, I wanted to record this like, what is it, a day or two, like before this episode actually goes out. However, the issue that happened was that for whatever odd reason, I don't know why, but for some odd reason, when I started up the game, there was just no data there. So I had to replay the entire game up until this point. So, you know, that's fun. But anyways, like I was saying before, we have to dodge the targets for our secondary goal. And, oh no. I instantly did not dodge it. Thank you. Getting hit. My goodness, that was literally the only reason I got hit by that. Unfortunately, there's targets throughout the entire level, so if I end up dodging it all, that would be amazing. But unfortunately, I got hit stun. I guess that actually balances out like the amount of points that I got, because I did end up getting 1 extra point when I replayed the game, because one of the points that I actually ended up losing was really stupid of me. So I guess it's to help balance that out, I guess, but at the same time, I want my extra points. I want all of them.
12 seconds later.
So far, this level's been a little bit annoying, mainly because of the bees and getting stun locked so much and almost dying at the very beginning. But also these rabbits are rather annoying. And this whole segment is really annoying because of how 2D it is, and landing on top of your allies is really, really easy to do. And I hate the fact that it's so easy. And of course I can use my like special technique thing when I'm on top of my partner, but at the same time I don't feel like doing that, and it still gets in the way whenever I'm trying to jump over my partner and I land on top of them. I swear my partner gets in the way more often than like they actually help me out. By the way, I'm pretty sure I've gotten hit by that sign like 3 times, which kind of sucks. I'm pretty sure like that's the most I've ever actually hit one of those, which is very, very unfortunate, but it's whatever, I guess. So now we need to turn on that switch, and then we're gonna try our best to head up here as fast as possible. There we go. There we go. My goodness, that machine is also ridiculously loud. Again, a lot of things in this game are just loud, which is unfortunate. But thankfully I can just turn up the audio for my commentary, and you guys can actually hear me. But in terms of like everything else, you guys won't be able to hear that all that well. My goodness, that thing's so loud, I'm not even near it. Can it like quiet down at least a little bit? By the way, I'm trying to resist the urge to just run past everything, because you can just up and do that. Like basically almost every fight in the game you could just run past, but I won't fight everything, mainly because I'm trying to keep things as short as possible, I guess, considering that sometimes this game can end up being long if I don't end up cutting. And it's really just I have to like edit out like a good amount of things, and then it'll be fine. It's worked up until this point, so if this episode ends up being a little bit longer, who cares? By the way, getting rid of enemies can take a little bit of time, unfortunately, but we're working our way through it. By the way, apparently our projectiles, when they're fully charged up, are like pretty powerful. Bonk! So, okay, unless I actually missed them. Okay, that took 4, but I guess that was with me, well, not me, with my partner distracting them. There's the enemy. I was about to say, like, they didn't appear for a while. Also, it's kind of obvious that projectiles are not working at this point, so let's just use our regular attack, since that's actually what's gonna... There's also 8 of these rabbits. Oh, goodness. This is gonna take way longer than I would like. It also doesn't help that I'm playing as the 2 worst characters in the game, honestly. Not from, like, a personality standpoint or anything like that. It's just from a gameplay standpoint. Like, they actually have the worst stuff in the game, which is really unfortunate. To be honest, I would rather be playing as RJ or Vern. But to add some form of diversity and to make sure every character gets a somewhat fair shot, except for Vern. He's been in every single episode up until this point. But just to give everyone a fair shot of being in, I had to do the dice roller. That way, of course, everyone would get their shot. There we go. And now we have gophers and rabbits. Okay. Well, at least with the gophers, I can, like, use my special thing and they'll stay down. Wait, why are there... What? Why are these here? That's weird. Those aren't gophers. Please tell me they... Oh, those are rats. I'm stupid. I wasn't looking. I just assumed they were gophers because they were brown. I'm not gonna lie. Holding down the special attack really isn't all that useful unless it's against a gopher specifically, because I'm pretty sure they're the only enemy in the game where if you use it, they actually get stuck in place. So far, no other enemy has have the same properties as the gophers. I'm assuming it's because of how big they are that they can't actually get knocked away in time, but even then, that's a little weird, considering that they also have knockback, so I don't know. By the way, I looked into speed runs of this game recently, and I don't know how they're able to get through these, like, actual, like, mandatory segments so fast, but my goodness, like, it's ridiculously fast with how they get through it. And they don't use, like, the powered up version of, like, the finisher either, which is weird. There we go. So that's all the enemies, right? Yes, it is. Okay. It's going to be looking around. Okay, I can't go anywhere else. But there should be a few more things, or I guess not. All right, we have to open coolers as well. We kind of just haven't found one yet, so it's a little bit weird to suddenly find it now. We're just going to jump over that and then do this. This is also another reason to use the held down version of the special. That way you can get rid of the spawners, like, ridiculously fast. What on earth? Okay, Stella went down like 3 health. Is that what the actual targets do? I'm assuming they take you down by like 3 health. My goodness. Because I just saw Stella on 3 health and all of a sudden she died. By the way, I haven't talked really much about the beehives, mainly because they haven't been around too much and they're also really annoying. But the beehives, if you hit them, you'll end up slowing down, which is unfortunate because that's really one of the only ways. Well, not even one of the only ways. It's basically the only way. You have to use your projectile in order to avoid getting slowed down, but again, it's time consuming and there's usually enemies around when you have to do it, so yeah, that's fun. But here we're going to lower that bridge so that we can cross. I'm just going to smack that guy out of the way. And I'm not going to spend too much time out here. I'm just going to try and collect a bunch of stuff and then keep it moving. Out the way, tennis ball machine. I don't know why some of this stuff is even here. It doesn't make too much sense to me, but whatever. Oh wait, there's the DVD. Good thing I saw that. I was wondering if there was something else over there. The one disadvantage to not really fighting anything is that they will constantly get in your... Oh no. I went way past one of the coolers. I see it all the way down there. I might actually go back and get that if I'm able to. I should be able to. Maybe. I'm not sure though.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
After further investigation, I have now found out that apparently there is no way to go back to those unless we restart the level, and I'm not doing that. So, unfortunately, that is now 2 points I have now missed out on. Yay. It wouldn't have been as bad if it was just 1. That way, I would have only missed the 1 extra point that I got, but I unfortunately missed 2. That sucks, but whatever. We just need 5 more points before our next little extra that we get, or unlockable.
See how much fun we have with the raccoon in charge? This is my park, and you're my dinner. Avoid being eaten. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, so we saw him earlier, and now we're literally just running for a minute. But we have to survive with 80% health, however much that is. I don't know how many exact dots that is. And by the way, he's literally just going to be talking throughout basically most of this. Ow, that took out like 4 of my hits. Okay, that's bad. But throughout the entire time we're running, we will be seeing all of these different angles. Give me all these, and there's a lot of stuff you can collect here too, so you gotta be extremely careful here because there's a lot of valuable stuff. A lot of extra health upgrades and junk you can get there. Yeah, he'll, like I said, he'll continue talking. Just gonna get that hat for extra health. I don't know who did the voice work for this, but it definitely sounds weird. Honestly, I might just put COD Zombie sounds over this. Was I raised in a barn to avoid having animals kill me? No.
Where's the popcorn making doodle waggle?
Well, yeah, the same thing Hammy said. Where's the popcorn making whatever? Well, at least we got 2 points. It's like 1 extra point, I guess. Not really.
I thought popcorn was mostly air.
Put your shell into it, bro.
That's a machine, though.
That joke?
The fact that popcorn is mostly air doesn't matter when it's a machine and you're tiny, tiny animals. I swear, Hammy is always in like the shortest like parts for whatever reason. But let's just roll again. If I get Vern, my goodness, I swear. Yeet! Okay, I got a 1, meaning that I get RJ now. So that's fine because I like playing as RJ. Let's roll again. Okay, I got another 6. Let's roll again. I got a 5. Let's roll again. A 1. I can't do that. Another 5. Please, game, stop. Well, not game. Dice roller, stop this. A 3. Okay. My goodness, that was stupid. I kept getting 1s and 5s and 6s over and over for the second player. It was the dumbest thing. Let's go over into the next level. That was dumb. The Smith Bart, I can't speak. Birthday party. Let's go.
All right, gang. Here's the 411.
The Backstreet Boys.
Old screensaver. It was on there when I got it.
You just got this phone.
Great. Let's go over the plan. We, i.e. us, come out of the hedge into this yard. From there, we head up to these so-called deadly high-voltage power lines.
You're out of your mind.
It's perfectly safe. Hammy runs along power lines all the time, don't you, champ?
I don't think that's something you should be taking into the consideration.
These meetings are really helpful.
Power lines lead us right to this attic window, as if by divine providence. We go through the attic, then cross through this yard. Bingo! We're at the Smith's back door, dead or alive. It's as easy as pie, but without the hassle of burning the crust.
Just the image I needed.
Burn. A wise raccoon once said that none of us can truly appreciate life until we try extra hard to lose it. What happened to him?
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, we ready? Let's go.
I would tell you what happened, but it's a sad story. AKA, he died. RJ, that's not very convincing at all. Now I'm just hoping that these conversations do better than they did on the train. Then again, we have Hammy on our team, so.
Only the theme is mayhem.
I haven't seen this much pink since that one time I got stuck inside my tongue.
Look, a castle even. That's something humans usually make out of rocks to keep other humans from stealing their food.
First, we get to try and make it to that house without dying, and then across those wires without dying.
Sorry, did you just say wires? As in the thin, cabley things that electrocute and such?
RJ, you just had no issue with it.
None of us can truly appreciate life until we try extra hard to lose it.
Way across that bridge first.
Why are you complaining about it when you were encouraged? RJ, you don't make any sense. I swear, RJ's conversation is all as if he didn't go over the plan beforehand. It doesn't make sense, because this happened with the train last time, too. Hopefully the rest of the episode isn't like this. And there's the pinata up there. I think that might be a little bit of a callback to the movie where there was a turtle pinata. Not entirely sure, though. That might just be me overthinking things.
That, I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, that's the right one, okay. I just have to make sure because there's 2 switches here. And we need one that has a turtle and then another one that has, what is it? That has a frog. Which is up there. And of course we have to break this castle in order to get it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to walk up to here and just hold down triangle. And okay, well, it's not over yet, unfortunately. However, one thing that we do have is that back here, we have this little weapon on standby. That way we're able to get it, and then we have full energy again, and then we're able to go all the way back over to it. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to make some use out of... Okay, no, I am able to make some use out of my infinite energy here. Because whenever you get a new weapon, you get infinite energy for a short amount of time. So that is extremely useful for situations like that, whenever you're surrounded by gophers or respawners or stuff like that. Or just anything with the health bar that doesn't move. Okay, I'm going to go over to here. I think this has a hitbox. Yes, it does. Okay. I think I have to get it down to half health, because even after doing that like 3 separate times, it still isn't low enough. There we go. And we have a little hat here. We're going to get that so that we can get some more health. And also there's another mission that we can get for destroying all the presents, which is really easy. Just go around this table and we'll destroy everything. I don't think you really get any form of like extra objects for getting rid of the presents, unfortunately. But yeah, might as well. It's something super easy to do. There we go. Boom, they're already done. And now back to this. Also, I'm pretty sure enemies will constantly respawn until you get rid of the castle. Not entirely sure though, but the main focus is the castle. Hammy, can you defend yourself please instead of just standing there? I swear, the AI in this game for your partner computer is really dumb. I don't know why. It's not even just the fact that it's Hammy, but just the AI in this game is dumb. And that should be it. Oh my goodness, it's like one hit. It was like one hit. I'm upset. And also, I'm getting rid of these guys so that I can actually carry that frog in peace, because I know they're going to get in the way.
A few moments later.
Alright, Hammy. Hopefully you'll actually defeat the last enemy here, please. Or at least distract him. Whichever works. Or just run over to me, sure. There we go. Now the bridge is down. Ooh, we have a ground pound now. Interesting. I don't remember that attack at all. Probably because I just don't ever use it. I wouldn't be surprised if I never did. Give me that freeze gun. Give me it. You don't need that anymore. There we go. Now, unfortunately, we only have 10 shots for this, but we can freeze enemies in place. So that helps us out a lot. Kind of. Aside from Hammy, like, breaking them out every, like, 3 seconds. RJ, I wanted to... Oh, goodness. Unfortunately, whenever there's a large amount of enemies, which there are right now, like, your partners will just blast away your enemies, which is unfortunate when I'm trying to do the spin around attack that holds down some of the enemies, aka the gophers. There we go. Let's test out that ground pound since we haven't used it yet. Okay, so it's basically like the same thing as just a regular pound, except it takes up 2 spots and you have to be in the air for it. Not really. Well, maybe there's a little bit of practicality to it. Who knows? I haven't tried it out yet, so let's see. That didn't seem to hit them at all. Hold on. Yeah, you have to be like right on top of them in order for... Yeah, you have to be on top of them in order for it to work. But like on the ground, you don't even have to. Okay, that's really bad actually. I take that back. That is very little practicality about it. Maybe it does more damage, I'm not sure. But the range is so small with the ground pound. It doesn't seem like it has any practicality with a range that small. You literally have to hit them with your person. There we go. That should be it. I think I saw one other enemy, but it's whatever. And this time we're only freeing 1 kid. Surprisingly. I don't know why it's only 1 kid. I figured it would be all 3. But now it is time to head up here. Up onto the wires and hopefully we won't die. And also there's no extra mission to not get electrocuted here, despite the electricity. Maybe they just didn't want to put too much effort on you, but at the same time, it still is a little weird. And Hammy's falling down, not down, falling behind like immensely right now. Also, it's kind of weird that the wires only have certain segments that are electricity, or electric, I guess. I mean, from a game design standpoint, I know it makes sense, but from just logical, that doesn't at all. Maybe for like the sending and retrieving of electricity, that makes a little bit of sense, but for like just one particular segment to only be electric, like here, that I tried to go up. Go up, RJ. My goodness. Anyways, but for one segment to be like that, it doesn't really make... I tried to get the CD, please. There we go. And as you could see earlier, going up and down between the 2 segments is a little bit wonky sometimes, so you will need to be a little bit careful about that, just to make sure that you don't end up dying like I almost did. But as of right now, there's not really too much else that we have to go, so we're just gonna keep going. I landed on the electricity, of course, and we're done. And RJ was talking about how he was getting electrocuted. I can't speak, but into the attic. Don't hit a laser and break 20 objects. Well, since everything has something in it, there's kind of no reason to not break 20 objects. So that's an easy secondary goal. Don't get hit by the lasers. That's a little bit harder, I think. Maybe. Well, actually, no. I know what this level is.
Flood us some specs on this attic here.
Cell phone sensors are picking up some kind of barrier. Signal locked. Okay, guys, look for this. It's your way out.
Find something heavy. Thanks, Heather. You're a real doll. Ready, gang?
Alright then. However, we're going to be doing that next episode. However, it's not the end of the episode yet. So just hold on a little bit. What we're going to be doing is that we're going to be doing one of the mini games that we have actually unlocked because we haven't actually gone to that yet. So let's go over there now. Let's do the RC rally. Why not? There's only one here. But my goodness, I need to try and remember what the controls are for this if it doesn't tell me. Okay, there they are. Okay, so we should be good. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we have a boost, and we need to remember to get these electricity marks in order for that boost to stand out. Turning in this game is a little weird, but I'll try and manage. I have to remember, we don't have an actual jump button. Yeah, turning is very, very slippery for almost no reason. If you hold it for like too long, it'll just almost turn out. And also, trying to line yourself up so that you can make those jumps properly is really, really difficult. Oh my... I have to remember, it's not the X button for reversing. I'm playing on a totally legitimate not PS4, GameCube controller, so, of course, remember, it's gonna be a little weird. I want to see if I can actually get first, but Stella, surprisingly, is doing really well at driving, for the most part. Vern and especially Hammy hasn't even gotten to his second lap yet, but yeah, they're not doing all that well. I say that like I'm doing much better. Why on earth are you going so slow? I'd just like to say that it is way too easy for you to just fall onto the ground after going onto a ramp. It's way too easy. There's like no stability whenever you're doing that. I highly doubt that I'm going to make it in first, especially with the fact that I have no boost. Yeah, I'm not making it. Unless... go! Oh no, I still got in second. Of course I did. Well, I'm not doing that again. But yeah, I now see how really bad that race is. The racing minigame is... ugh. But let's go to the range driver. I think I have a little bit of a chance here. Okay, so throughout this, we have to hit objects that... That's not a large crate. Okay, I guess that's a large crate. The gray one, not the brown one. I guess that was just a medium crate. But throughout all this, we have to hit whatever the text says. So for small crates, I guess that's... yeah, that's the brown one and not the, like, somewhat grayish ones. I was not trying to aim at that. Now, you do have to be careful when it's switching over, because if it switches over, like, even after you throw the, what is it? After you shoot the projectile, it'll still count towards being wrong. I did not aim at that. There we go. Alright, so we need a certain amount of points in order to get to the next round. And unfortunately, Hammy's not going to help us out throughout all of it. So thank you, Hammy. You're doing us a very good service. Hit green. I did not aim at that. I swear, aiming in this game, when it comes to projectiles, is really, really wonky sometimes. Okay, red balloons. I got that just in time, too. Alright, and we're good. And I think there's only one more round. Or two. Metal trash cans. That's easy. And you don't need the full power of it either. Okay, I'm messing up horribly here. What on earth? I did not... And also, your points will change depending on the actual distance of the object itself, so... My goodness. Again, aiming your projectiles in that is super wonky, because I don't know why, but RJ aimed where the projectile, like the reticle, clearly was not. I don't know why he aimed there, but he just did. But, oh my goodness. Anyways, next episode, we're going to be heading off into the second part of the Smith heist, and I keep splitting these off into, like, halves. It's weird. I probably shouldn't do that, and it's, like, really weird halves. Like, I'll have something at the beginning, and then I'll do part 1, and then part 2 will be next episode. I guess that's kind of fine, but, whatever. Next episode, we're doing the second part of the Smith heist, but until the next video, take care.
for